Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Illuminator for some extra messages for all signs. We're going to do what you don't see coming around this time, which could be very helpful for you to navigate through the energies. Okay, so let's start it off with Aries. What are the messages? What you don't see coming. Oh, nice. You have the Ace of Pentacles coming through, which is a beautiful new start, a new beginning, something that could be bringing you money, could be like a money opportunity or a new idea that will be very fruitful. You have the Nine of Pentacles together with it, which is an energy of you finding financial independence. Okay, like that's something great. It's like you have like some very good idea to invest your money in. It will come to you and it will be like a side hustle. All right, like you will be starting this off on your own, perhaps like not even telling anyone, maybe you do, but this is saying that whatever business that you are thinking about, it is going to be a huge success. Okay, a huge success. However, there are going to be some people that are going to hate on it or discard your ideas. Okay, like there are always going to be haters. Just be mindful of that. Like that's always the case, especially if you are coming out with like a very lucrative idea or a lucrative business or something that is in a spiritual sense that is going to elevate you and other people. There will always be people that will be shattered by your light. Okay, like that's something normal, is not something unusual. Okay, so be mindful that people could be kind of like sending you bad jujus or kind of like hate on you or try to criticize you, try to especially try to, like, I'm getting an energy of competitive energy, like people that would say things that are kind of like comparing you to them or something in comparison that they bring up just to get your attention or just to divert your focus. And Spirit is saying, like, don't allow that to happen. Anyone that is good at business or good at what they do will always get some sort of critics. Okay, so don't hang up on that. Yeah, take the lead. Whatever this is, take the lead. This is all about you, Aries. This is you really focusing on self-love, self-care. You're not chasing anyone. You're just like putting a lot of your energy and attention on your material world, which is going to bring you a lot of financial abundance, a lot of financial windfalls. I like this. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect for you to explore new ideas, explore new connections as well, or new commitments. But whatever this is like a higher commitment to yourself. Okay. Also, you can be your worst critic, so don't allow critics internally also to diminish your light, because you are very good at what you do, or you will be standing out of your competitors here. Believe in the impossible. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. So this is all about like new contracts, spiritual contracts, money contracts, or in love, whatever it is that you've been manifesting, it is going to take place. All right. Last card for Aries. Wow, love this. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. And it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. So before you really have this clean slate in your life, when it comes to, for some of you, it could be also purchasing a home, a new house, but whatever it is going to be a milestone. But you do have all the power to manifest what it is that you want. This Socrates coming through. Your clear intentions into reality. There's even a golden opportunity here for you. Right, that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already for more. Now let's move over to Taurus. Taurus, what is coming in for you, what you don't see? What's coming in for Taurus? Sun, moon, and rising, please. I do see the Tower here. Something could have been a spiritual awakening for you. Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands. You're pushing on with something that is only giving you more stress. Okay, like you're pushing on a person or a situation, a mindset, or something that is only giving you much more heaviness in return. And that's what I feel like is a tower. The tower is saying that you have your intuition that's like alarming you. It's like a red flag that is going on. However, you're not listening to your intuition. So what you don't see coming is that if you don't listen to your intuition and what your inner soul is trying to tell you, but you're trying to brush it off and just taking more and more and more on yourself, it will be a crack point. Meaning, like, let's say it could be in all areas of your life, right? Like, yeah, Seven of Swords. You're in denial about something. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you're in denial about something in your life that needs your full attention right now. Like, sometimes we need to know when to stop giving to a situation. And I feel like this is a turning point because the eclipse season is going to come soon. And this might be like a tower that hits during the eclipse when something that isn't meant for you or is not in alignment for you is going to be kind of like ripped out of your life, right? So you may need to do some sort of homework on it. Like, okay, what is it in your life that you're pushing on, right? Is it that job that you're not satisfied with and you keep on pushing, and it's just like spirit might be nudging you like, hey, choose a new direction? Or is it a specific person that you keep on chasing and you're not getting anything in return and you just feel like heavy all the time because there is a lot of confusion or there's a lot of deception? This is something that you may need to look out for, because for some of you, I feel like there is a fear of abandonment here that's going on that you may need to break through. Okay. And what you don't see coming is that your intuition was right. Someone is deceptive. Okay. That's what is coming in. Someone is deceptive. Yeah. Queen of Cups reversed. This is going to have you feeling like emotionally overwhelmed. There is also like an emotional independence that is required from you. There is some sort of, discernment is required from you. You have to see something in a different perspective. And even though in the beginning, when this deception comes through, you may feel a little bit in this energy of, well, damn, I put so much love in it. Why isn't it being returned? And this might be saying like, okay, maybe it's like a message to say like, stop giving, stop over giving to whatever the situation is. Like emotionally, you are exhausted. Emotional exhaustion is taking root in your physical body, in your physical extension. Okay, like you might be having headaches. You might be having like, pain in your neck, pain in your back. Like you feel very heavy around this time. So it's time for you to kind of like analyze your own emotional needs and whether you are trying to find some sort of validation outside of you in order to make clear decisions and cut through the illusion, cut through the fog here. Queen of Swords, all right? Eight of Pentacles. You may need to really work on emotional detachment and discernment, like having discernment in a situation. And it shall come to you with that tower. Tower. I keep on saying tower, but the Hangman is here. What this will point out on is once you have that mental clarity and you cut through the illusions and the fog, you will be able to put more focus on the things that are very important for you in your life, such as your work, such as your routine, such as your health, your anything that is going to give you more tangible results. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is all about like inner work, but also it does it is determination to succeed when it comes to material abundance. So yeah, let go of the need to know with the Control and the Moon. Yeah, again, it does remind me of that tower with the Tower and the High Priestess, right? So the tower could be the control, right? Needing to let go of the control and let whatever is collapsing, while the moon is saying like, be mindful of your emotions in each cycle of the moon and manifest upon that. Receptivity. Yeah, you may need to really go inward around this time in order to receive more clarity in regards to the situation. Someone definitely has been hiding from you or is trying to be very deceptive around you, okay? Don't let pride get in the way, is what it's saying. Maybe your ego or your pride wants to prove something, and it's like, know when to stop overextending yourself and know your limits and your boundaries here. Okay, your home life is about to improve, so you might make some changes in your house, or there is some sort of move. I don't see the move going on here, so I do feel like it's more like working with the elements of feng shui, for example, or changing something within your home life in order to create more abundance, or have some meditation going on internally in your house. Okay, that's what I'm having for you, Taurus. Let's move over to Gemini. What are the messages? Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. What are your messages right now? What you don't see coming. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Cups. Oh, wow. The Seven of Swords. The Devil. I felt the Devil would come out here. I don't know why. I just felt it. And the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, you are going to be realizing that there is a third-party situation going on here in your life that you did not see coming. Like, absolutely, with that Eight of Swords, you've been confused. Someone has left you quite confused, unread. There could have been some sort of ghosting situation going on. Eight of Cups. So someone just like, without any explanation, walked out of your life. And it's because they want to, sorry, they definitely did not speak up about this. Absolutely, I feel like someone deceitfully walked out of your life, and either you or both of you got very obsessive about finding out the truth, right? Like, there is some sort of deception here that really is taking all of your energy right now that you really need to work on to release and let go. So either it's like you trying to find the reason, like, what's the reason that they ghosted you? What's the reason of them walking away? Like, there is absolutely something deep down that needs to be resolved, as it does take a lot of leverage on you. Listen to the whispers. You are being guided. Someone at work could also be doing something deceptive, trying to control you. There is some sort of obsessiveness here. You do absolutely have the energy to break this obstacle, like break this cycle and overcome it with the Lord Ganesh. Whatever this is, it's really taking a lot of your energy and focus off from what is important, such as your work or your career or your finances. Like, it's affecting your finances in some sort of way. The emotions are running high and the energy is gaining momentum. So there's going to be some sort of breaking point where you might step into a phase of like trying to figure something out that isn't in your highest good right now. Transformation, yeah. This situation is really calling you to transform internally. Like, it is captivating you, your mind, your soul, your emotions, your work even. So there's absolutely a need for you to transform and let go of something in order to experience more blessings in your life. You do have a bright future here. So whomever walked out of your life, let them go, let them be. Don't try to understand or get some sort of closure here, because it will only keep you trapped in that devil cycle of toxicity, of trying to get some sort of understanding or an explanation or a closure. It's like, this is not the time to have that closure right now. It does not mean that it will never come. It just shows you part of you that you need to work on. And some situations in our lives just does not require any spoken closures. The most important thing is that you can find your own closure. I know that I had like one situation in my life where I made it very clear to that person, like, I don't need that closure anymore. Like, I have found my peace of mind right now. And it's like the moment that you do that, the other person steps into their toxic cycle. It's like all of a sudden they crave for the closure that you've been seeking for. You get my point? It's like you change the dynamic. It's like whenever you make it clear, like, hey, I don't need that closure or that communication or that, that like ending energy, and you make it very clear, you'll see that they will shift in such a way that all of a sudden they are upset with you not wanting that closure and them wanting you to chase for that closure. And it's because they haven't found the closure that you found, which is them showing a part of their competitive towards you. That was deep. That was deep. Send it to someone that also needed to hear that message. I'm sure that it's not only for all the Geminis out there. This is something that everyone needs to hear, right? Anyway, that's what I have for you, Gemini. Moving over to Cancer. What are the messages for Cancer? What you don't see coming, Cancer. Nice. Self-love, forgiveness, and health. Wow, look at this. Super good energies. You are stepping into a cycle of freeing yourself, of being what I hear, like, once you were the doormat, okay? Like, you were overgiven to a situation. The love that you were giving to another person, you are now starting to give to yourself. And one of the reasons, I mean, it doesn't have to be a reason, but it could be that your health was just like knocking on your door and saying, like, hey, like, I need your attention right now. So it may have been something like that, really forging you to go into a cycle of like self-love and self-independence, as well as forgiveness, releasing without needing to have that talk, right? And really looking out on yourself, like looking after yourself. This is going to bring you the biggest transformation. So for some of you, you might be going on a diet, you might be, I don't know, doing some yoga, really looking out for what you are eating. And this is going to bring you a lot of energy in return. It's not just physical, but it's also like in the soul level. All right, you are freeing yourself from any type of guilt, or you are trying to forgive someone that perhaps even didn't deserve your forgiveness, but still you are putting on the focus to forgive. Okay, this is this is maturity and self-mastery. Okay, really putting the focus on healing yourself. What is going on? What you don't see coming. 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups, the Sun reversed, the Knight of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Oof, that's a lot. I see a lot of family stress. Okay, you've been really struggling with finding your peace of mind, finding your center here, finding your own happiness. And it's like every time you almost there, someone kind of like swoops in and just like brings in another danger or something. And it's like, it's tiring you. Like right now you are in a stressful situation. And these 3 cards could be really talking about you feeling stressed about some sort of betrayal that someone did to you. And you're still like hanging on to that. And it's time for you to release that. It does feel like even if you would move on, the other person is still kind of like coming in to trigger you, okay? Like trigger you indirectly or triggering you directly. But it's like someone keeps your wound open, and I don't like that. Someone truly is trying to keep your wound open, is what I am hearing Spirit say. Hermit reverse is like, for some of you, you are trying to avoid, but you still feel like they are siphoning on your energy. There is definitely some siphoning on your energy. It's like the door is still open, or the leak is still going on. Some of you may really need to be mindful of that. Like, I feel like sometimes you don't even have the energy to say no to this person. Like they get away with things, is what I'm getting. What is this talking about, Cancer? What is going on with you? Look at that. 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Someone is holding on to your finances, or has some sort of, like, this could be a family member for some of you. Like, someone is holding on to to some sort of money source, or you feel like you are holding on to that money source because you don't have any other choice, right? Let's say, for example, you're living with parents, but your parents are like either narcissistic parents, or they're toxic in some sort of way. You've outgrown being there, but still you don't have the financial circumstances to be on your own, right? Like there is some sort of financial restriction here. And it feels like you are being put in this situation and there to first forgive and heal. It's like you can't step out of that either connection or family situation without really putting in the effort to heal and forgive, even though whatever they're doing, it's a mess, or it's like it's not nice. You still need to find like some sort of balance. I'm hearing like balance. You know, the Temperance card is showing up in my vision. Like putting an end to this cycle of like very high ends and like high lows. Like, you know, the high and lows of like situations or connections. Could be also in love, right? And I'm hearing like stop being addicted to the highs and lows within a love situation as well. You got Kuan Yin, release judgment about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone, and bold, unleash your adventurous sides, take risks, and be daring. So with this 4 of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, you're holding on to something out of fear of losing control and holding on to resources. You're saving something. But in order for you to reach what you want, you do need to make some bold decisions here. But at the same time, don't forget to bring in the peace and balance within that situation that you are in as well. The answers you need are coming, and nothing is yet set in stone. So things could be changing anytime soon, depending on your course of action. Now, if I could ask Spirit what the course of action or advice is, whether you take it or not is something else. You got the Queen of Swords with the 5 of Swords, needing to address and protect yourself, defend yourself when it comes to narcissism or people that are trying to gaslight you, or going into that debate. Like, the best thing that you can do sometimes is take yourself out of the conflict and just not engaging in it, right? Like, people usually want the other to really engage in it. That's their way of like feeding the drama or feeding on drama. So this is that siphoning energy where you need to stop feeding the drama. It's clear like that. Like, stop responding to it. Like, if it's filled with drama or critics, or like you did this and you did that, stop feeding to it. Like, see why you're triggered so much about it, and heal that internally. So the outside force just keeps on talking and it just doesn't get through. Like, if you get into that state of inner happiness and inner resourcefulness, you will not get triggered anymore. and they will not be able to get a reaction out of you. Whew. All right. That was deep. Right. Oh, let's see for Leo. What you don't see coming around this time, Leo. Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords. Someone blurping out that they love you or miss you and you don't see it coming. Yeah, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. Wow, someone is going to break the silence heavy here. Someone is breaking the no contact rule or the silence, coming towards you, wanting to first get a reaction out of you. I'm almost getting the feeling that you have emotionally withdrew from a situation and someone does not like that. Someone wants to trigger you in a sense or say something, blur out something unexpectedly just to get you communicating. And their reaction, or no, your reaction to them might be a little bit more like, it might be very cold. Someone wants to get back into your good graces. Someone wants to get back into your heart. But the way that they're trying to do it, it's by, I see 1414. May not be always so ethical. This is someone that may have ghosted you and now kind of like rushes in. But I do see the Ace of Swords. So eventually there is going to be a decent conversation or a breakthrough here. However, with the Queen of Swords and the Justice card, could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius here. You are really demanding this person to take some sort of accountability, or you should be. So don't ignore your own inner truth here. Don't ignore what this person has done. Like, tap into that. Like ask them, like, what makes you come back around, or like be open and fair to yourself as well as to them. So it means, like, yes, you can have compassion and love for them, but at the same time, don't devalue yourself. You also were in some sort of pain or some sort of emotional turmoil because of this behavior. So make sure that you address that so they cannot get away with it. What's coming in for Leo? Three of Swords. The King of Cups. Nice, actually. Well, it's not that nice, but it's nice that the King of Cups is being mature about the secrets that they would hold from you, the cycle of darkness or the unknown that they put you through, okay? This is someone that has a lot of pain as well as regret for what they did. That's the King of Cups. Like, the King of Cups is coming back in maturity. Someone that really wants to rebuild on a foundation. Someone that truly is seeing the pain that they have caused. And it's probably because you gave them a taste of their own medicine, the Two of Swords, as well as the Queen of Swords and the Justice. It's like telling them exactly how it is, telling them that what they did was unfair, unright, unjust, okay? Taking accountability for your own truth. Protection, clear your energy field and rise of the divine feminine. I feel like that's what you've been doing around this time, like the last couple of months. You've been really protecting your divine energy, whether you are a woman or a man, doesn't matter. You are protecting your emotional state of mind, okay? Like your emotions. And this person now knows, like, they can't just like rush in with no leverage. So I like this. You are being very receptive. So, sorry, I had a battery change. Anyway, let's see. You're very close at achieving your goal, and it's time to release negativity. We've got the Scorpio energy. So especially around this eclipse season that we're going to have after September, there are absolutely some things that both of you here need to release. All right, some pain from the past. It is all going to be released. It's like it's a God-given, okay? And it just feels like around this time you're getting a lot of intuitive hits. So intuitively and energetically, emotionally, you are very much tied up with this person. You can feel their pain, you can feel their regret and even their sorrow maybe. However, you're not so easily to be persuaded here, okay? Because you feel like you've been through a lot already. Right. Yeah, you do need to protect yourself. Let me just clarify this protection card for you. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. You may have some pursuers that are trying to chase you or get something out of you, intimate wise. Someone could be very unstable, or someone coming at you here that is trying to push you to do something or to get intimate with them. Spirit is saying, like, protect yourself. Don't go into that dynamic, because it will only leave you stuck and confused here. All right. This is someone that could be very emotionally manipulative or even narcissistic at times. Be mindful with the decisions that you make here. This is most likely for those that are dealing with someone else, or that have like some sort of persuasion or someone pursuing them that might be not good for you. So don't fall for your own self-sabotage, because people do that sometimes just to get over someone. They just kind of like deal with someone else that is a little bit more flaky, or just like for the fun, and this might actually kind of like throw you a little bit. So don't get pushed into anything that you're not ready for. Right. That's what I have for you. Leo, let's move over to Virgo. What is going on with Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Oh. What is coming in for Virgo? What you don't see coming? What you don't see coming. We've got the Four of Swords. You're finally healing from a situation that brought you some sort of pain or some sort of betrayal. You're resting. I see really physical rest, regaining your old sleeping patterns. For some of you, you may have been restless for quite some time in order to solve something mentally, and it's finally going to give you some sort of clarity here. We've got the Two of Pentacles. It's like, oh, you know, when you are super tired and exhausted already, and you're going through some sort of healing, could be physical healing or on a soul level, it doesn't matter. And then you get like some sort of opportunity, and it comes in the wrong timing. It's like, it's a good thing, but it comes in the wrong timing. Yeah. Someone wants to work with you. All right. Someone truly wants to work with you. I'm also getting like Reiki. I don't know why, but I feel like someone could be coming in to help you navigate through your emotions and heal you. I really hear so loud and clear, like Reiki or some sort of Reiki therapy session could be very beneficial. This is going to come to your path. You don't need to seek it. It will come to you in divine timing. Okay. And others of you, there is also like some sort of emotional or empathic work that you might be inclined to do, or you're getting the opportunity to work together with someone that has like a very high intuitive emotional capability or ability. And things look like you could be definitely finding your tribe or finding your soul's purpose here. For some of you, you are also getting some sort of apology. It's a small little token, but someone is thinking about you. Someone is missing you, Virgo. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Someone is really focused on you around this time, or will be focused on you. They're not like openly out there for you, but they will make it clear with small little messages, okay? Like, even though you may feel like it's not enough, they're not showing up enough, for this person, they are, okay? Like, behind their little gesture, there is someone that is coping with a lot of fear and a lot of ego, okay? Like, someone that feels like they need to restrict themselves, probably because they know that you're going through a healing phase, so they're really really trying to hold themselves back. It's someone that's been overthinking about you, thinking, stressing. They really want to make something more clear to you in terms of like how serious they are. However, their fear is holding them back. And with the Tower, it looks like you might be like suddenly out of the blue be together with like an old soulmate, or there is like a sudden shift of like releasing stagnant energy that is connected to your past and this soulmate. And it's like it comes out of the blue, this healing, and it really brings the both of you on the same page and level to have like a clean and clear new start. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. This person has a lot of strong feelings for you. However, they do tend to hold back, not because they don't care. They actually care a lot, but they feel like they need to restrict themselves. So again, they're not breadcrumbing you. They're just trying to be as slow and as cautious when it comes to showing you interest, because they may know that you are going through something emotional right now. Express yourself through creative activities and fertility. So for some Virgos, you might be in a very fertile state, and that could mean that you could have an extension in the family, okay? Some of you might get pregnant. There is absolutely a possibility of that if you are in a childbearing energy, obviously. Balance spirituality and practicality, and a time to give rather than take. That's a Virgo, new moon in Virgo. I am actually recording this around the new moon of a Virgo, or right after it. I see a lot of love to give here. You have a lot inside of you that still needs to be put out there. Yeah, divine masquerade, step out as a real you. You have a lot of love for someone, but you've been keeping it to yourself, okay? You've been doubting whether you should express it or not, whether you should get into a relationship or not. A lot of you have been in very messy relationships or toxic relationships, and because of that, you're being very protective over yourself, and you don't want to get into a relationship without fully knowing if that person is going to stay, if that person is going to cheat on you. So you're being very cautious. However, around this time, you are being asked to show up as the real you. Don't change yourself. Don't change who you are, even if that is only for protection. Like, try to be the real authentic you. Listen to the voice within, with the inner child and fertility. So for some of you, your child wants to talk to you, or if you've had like some sort of miscarriage or a lost child even, this child or the soul of the child has something important to say, and it feels like it's going to come to you. It's definitely going to come to you. You may need to kind of like light up a candle to see what they're trying to tell you. This is absolutely a very specific message for someone that either lost their child or lost the soul of an indigo child during a miscarriage. Okay, so there's absolutely a very important message here. What does this child trying to communicate to Virgo? Five of Pentacles. They feel left out. Maybe you kind of like push yourself forward without really standing still at the soul of this child, and this child wants you to know that there is some sort of coldness or abandonment that they have felt. Whether this is a living child right now, could also be, because the Five of Pentacles could be also about that. For some of you, you might be, what's it called? Like, you may have been an orphan. Wow, that's very deep messages coming through as a, like, all about like a child. I mean, it's not all, the whole reading is not about a child, but there is I don't know, that's heavy. That's very heavy. But you may need to be like the resting phase that you are facing right now. Perhaps you don't know why you feel this way. It's because maybe this lost child wants to communicate something, and your soul is putting you on a rest in order to receive what it's trying to tell you, which could help you to move forward in life. Okay. Whew, heavy. Let me know who this is for, and if it's not your reading, please don't take it. Right. Sending you such a big hug, Virgo. So much love to you, really. I love you, really. Wow, I felt it. Libra, welcome. Let's see what you don't see coming around this time, Libra. Seven of Cups, you have a lot of choices and decisions, and you really need to be careful of which one you pick, okay? Because one of them could be, okay, you know what? I'm going to pull 7 cards on what all these 7 cups are talking about. One of them will bring you a lot of stress and burdens and a lot of responsibilities. The other one will make you wait forever to see the results. The third one will be a clear financial growth that you will be seeing. So it will be starting small. It is a small token, but it will grow to something bigger. It's a good opportunity, financial opportunity. The fourth one, please. I like this. I've never done that with the 7 of Cups. Is the 2 of Pentacles reversed. The fourth option will make you want to prioritize and maybe give up on something else. Okay, so the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse is absolutely talking about like needing to prioritize or cut down your expenses or your resources, or really put a lot of like 100% focus on it. So let's say this is all about like job opportunities, then one of them would make you spend less time with your children and your family. Like it's like a, you know, it's like too much of like a priority that you need to have, or you will lose out like your evening shifts or like your evening time because you always have to be at standby, and you always need to be putting the focus on that. 10 of Cups, one of them will truly make you emotionally very satisfied, and one of them will actually be disastrous, right? Like in a way that like you thought it would be a good option, and then it turns out to be like completely something else. And the Emperor, the other one, will give you a lot of responsibilities, but also you will be able to make your own decisions and build up something and become the leader of some sort of empire. I don't know how this is going to relate because I've never done a reading like this, clarifying all the 7 cups. So we're going to do also like some normal messages for you, what comes in, because I'm not tying them all up to each other. So what is coming in for you that you don't see coming is someone confessing that they betrayed you or they hurt you. So someone that recently walked away, sneaked out of your life, is now coming forward to tell you that either they know that they've hurt you, or whatever happened between the both of you truly hurt them. Okay, this is someone that is finally accepting that they've been immature, not being open in communication. And the reason of that is because they were dealing with some sort of heartbreak, or they were still dealing with the regrets of how things ended between the both of you. Yeah, this is someone that's very, very restless, wants to have a new start with you, wants to have a clear new beginning. With that Ace of Swords, it feels like this is someone that is going to tell you the truth about a situation that you did not have clarity on before. They miss you a lot. This is someone that feels like they miss you. Yeah, they feel like they need to adjust a lot of things within themselves. Like you showed them their defaults by putting the light on them, like shining some sort of light on them. And they've been fearful of coming forward. Like they fear your reaction. They fear that you will completely like cut them out of your life once you know the truth. This is someone that could have had a lot of fears in regards to commitment as well. Leap of faith. Yeah, someone is going to take a leap of faith towards you. Very focused on getting your mercy back or getting some sort of forgiveness here. Let go of the need to know and spiritual growth. So if you've been in an energy where you're trying to find out constantly how they feel, what they're going through, or like you're kind of like anticipating on what is coming, the best way, because I already spoiled it, you're gonna get it, okay? Like I spoiled this. The best way to do this is to release control about it, just to let it go, to detach yourself mentally and emotionally, and allow what is meant for you to come to you in the right timing. Okay, what is your energy? What is your energy in this situation? Page of Swords. Yeah, you are searching for that truth. You're searching, stalking, watching their every move, or just simply waiting for them to communicate. That Page of Swords is like lurking for that communication. So you need to detach yourself and really put the focus on your own spiritual growth at this point. And that Seven of Cups could be also an indication of you, like constantly changing every day of the scenario. It's like one day you feel like, oh, I'm so done and tired. Okay, now I'm going to tie it back up to if this is about love, right? One day you're like, I'm tired of this. Like my body and my energy field is exhausted about this. The next day you're like, but I'm so invested. Like I'm waiting. I'm like desperately waiting for this. The third day you're like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to send out a message just to see like if they will, bite it. Then the next day you're like, well, they didn't reply. So, I'm not a priority. So let me just like dump this and move on. Then the fourth day you're like, okay, I'm finding my happiness. Like, yay. And then the next day you're like crash because you're like, but I want to share my happiness with you. And then the seventh day, the day that, the 7 days that God took to create the earth, you're like, you know what, I need to take back control over my emotions and my life. Like, why do I allow this person to dictate my happiness for? That's the usual cycle. That's a very usual cycle. Okay. Anyway, they're going to meet you somewhere and meet you halfway. Right. That was interesting. Libra, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We're moving over to Scorpio. Let's see for Scorpio, please. What is going on for Scorpio? What you don't see coming around this time. Okay. King of Wands, Seven of Wands. So someone that's been... Okay, let me just say quickly that you have a lot of people coming towards you. All right, it's just not just one person. You have multiple people here. One of them could be a fire sign or heavy fire placements. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This person is very defensive, very controlling, very demanding, very much like, defending themselves all the time, defending their actions and everything that they do. Like, even though they have desires to be with you or to come towards you, they also feel the need to protect themselves, because you could be very intense towards them, or you are someone that really brings out the beast in them. Okay, so in good ways, but because it's also in good ways, they are also fearful about it. You know, like you awaken the beast in them. It's like the beauty and the beast is coming through. Wow. Okay, so for some of you, that might be something significant. The beauty and the beast. Look at that. I knew that when I would do Scorpio, something strange will happen. And when I pulled the cards, I was just like, I have no idea what this is talking about. And then it's just like, it's flowing in a way that I'm like, I did not see that coming. Perhaps that's why I couldn't tune in. Because look at that. The Page of Cups is the beauty, little sweet beauty. The King of Wands feels like the beast, the beauty and the beast. Oh my God. How? Like this is someone that's quite big, strong, masculine, very protective as well, but very passionate. Whew. Maybe you are the beast here. I don't know, but it does feel quite cute, actually. Very cute. You might be also the one that's defending yourself or protecting yourself because you're like, this person is a little bit too much. Like, you feel like this is like unchanted territory for you. Okay. But what you don't see coming is that despite the differences between the both of you both want the same thing. You both have like a determined goal to get to a specific point and place in your life. And if there is some sort of distance here, one of you is going to move towards the other person. So what you don't see coming is that there is going to be an unexpected move or an unexpected journey. Okay, an unexpected journey. Right. Then we have a Queen of Swords coming at you, someone that feels the need to set boundaries with you. So this is most likely a feminine around you, could be a friend, someone that feels like they need to stop giving to a situation, or they want to see what you do for them. So this is someone that's going to be quite strict with you, or straightforward, have some boundaries up, or kind of like defend their needs in some sort of way. This is someone that, I want to clarify that Queen of Swords just quickly. Yeah. Someone that feels like you're not understanding their stress. Someone that feels like either cornered or pushed to be quicker in a decision-making process, or be quicker in a way. And they're going to let you know, like, hey, I'm really stressed out about something. Like, don't pressure me. Okay. So this is what's going to come in. This is not something bad. Okay. The Ace of Wands is saying that you both will overcome this. There is going to be a new start here. Now, what I also feel here with the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles is that a lot of you are going to have a lot of success coming towards you, a lot of happiness, joy, fulfillment. And probably for some of you, you might be considering taking a side hustle or doing something on your own, which really makes you very happy. It could be very something creative, or putting yourself out there as an entrepreneur or a creative person. You are in a very feminine energy, so your feminine energy is rising around this time. And if there is some sort of move that you need to make, which I said about this Chariot, which could be in regards to this other person that you feel some special energy with, be bold and make the first move. Okay, maybe you need to be the one that needs to travel towards this person. As Spirit is saying, like, go for it. You are in your divine feminine energy. You're not going because you're begging, pleading, or you're desperate, but you're going because you are also in that King of Wands energy. Okay, like, you radiate that. You are bold, courageous, and, you know, confident to make that move. Expect a miracle to come through very soon for you. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Okay. Ooh, okay. The Beauty and the Beast. That's your reading. I see a lot of happiness coming out of this. Like, finally. What is going on with Sagittarius? Let's see. What you don't see coming. Some of you may need to check up on your high pressure or your low pressure, blood pressure. I don't know for who that is. Just, you might be dealing with that. Okay, what is coming in for Saggy? What you don't see coming. Oh, the Seven of Swords. This is like a team. Absolutely. The Devil. Wow. Really? Someone has done something behind your back and they now regret it because they've been exposed. Someone has been doing something that they're now obsessively stressing about. Ooh, this came through in that night reading that I did as well. The Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Someone is heavily stressed and regrets a situation because it's like it backfired on them. Something someone did backfired big time, and now they feel a lot of regret here. They feel like they know that whatever they did was like very reckless. Whatever they said or did was like coming out of a place of projection or obsession, and it caused them to think things through. Now they feel completely overwhelmed, stressed, and disappointed. The Knight of Wands is showing that this is someone that could do and say things that are quite unstable and reckless, blunt, without thinking. But one thing is sure, this is someone that has a lot of regrets. They want to like apologize. That's really strong here. And I'm sure that last reading that I did, or no, the ones before, there was about this intentions, their intentions. And I do remember someone saying like, but what are their intentions right now? And it's like the same cards show up right now again, right? And that just means that their intentions is to eventually let you know that they regret what they've done, regret lying to you, regret doing something behind your back, regret allowing their inner beast of the devil to control and dictate their needs and their behaviors and actions, right? So I see here someone that truly wants to apologize for a lot of mess that they've done. A lot of mess. Like this is someone that's been overthinking. And trust me, just rewatch that reading of their intentions and you'll see the same cards popping up in their intentions. And this is what you don't see coming. So it's still like the repetitive energies and the same cards, exactly the same cards popping up. Ace of Pentacles. The Hangman. The Hangman. The Ace of Swords. So this is someone that's been thinking for quite some time, withdrawing their energy, and they're going to come in with clear clarity. Like they want to tell you the truth because probably they know that you feel like they deceived you in a sense, or they did something, said something that was. So yeah, they know that what they did, it was out of proportion. So they know what they did last summer. Okay, that's really the case. And even at the bottom of the deck, I have the Three of Swords. Now, at the bottom of this deck, we've got the Queen of Wands. And usually I would just interpret that as you, but in this case, it just feels like them leveling up, hiring up their energy and their frequency to match yours, okay? Because they were the Knight, they were inconsistent, they were reckless, they were in and out, blunt, untrustworthy, and not loyal. Okay, disrespectful maybe even. And you standing in your power, just withdrawing your energy, being that black cat, which does represent you being very intuitive and energetic, magnetic, does mean that this person is now feeling your loss and wanting to come back. There is a union here. There is communication. Okay, that communication does have a lot of strong frequencies of like stormy waters or stormy communication. However, eventually, once this strikes, I'm seeing like in my vision like a striking, things will clear up and things will be moving forward here. This person has learned a lot. Okay, this person has definitely learned a lot from whatever they've gone through. Okay. Things are heating up and hotting up, so expect a lot of movement happening after this, because you've been waiting for quite some time now. Absolutely. And this person is working through their fears in order to release those fears. They are the ones that keep on hiding out or doing something disguiseful because their fear takes over and they feel the need to sabotage sometimes. But tell me what's more coming in, what Sagittarius does not see. Besides like this person, I just want to see more general energies for you. Because this is like a repetition of like 2 weeks ago. Okay, very strange. I'm sorry, but it's still about the same person. I'm like trying to get out a different message, and Spirit is like, no. No, what you don't see coming is someone still holding on to this burden and feeling like they need to release this heaviness and this pain because things are not working here. Okay, for some of you, you may also need to lay down a little bit of work because you're overworking yourself, because you have a fear of releasing control over how things will manifest, or you have an attachment to like controlling your finances, but it's like you're seeing blurry right now. So you need to step down, you need to delegate. You're overworking yourself and it's not giving you enough credit. Okay, so again, if you are working at a big company, hierarchical company, it may be a time for you to move on from that, because the Five of Cups does indicate that this work situation maybe is also giving you a lot of stress or a lot of regrets. Okay, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Right, let's move over to Capricorn. Capricorn, what is going on with you? What are the messages for Capricorn? What you don't see coming. What you don't see coming is a communication, most likely from an air sign, could be with Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Someone wants to get or give you some sort of clarity, and they've been thinking about it for quite some time. They've been holding back, so things may have been very slow, but it's because they are overthinking the message that they want to send. So it's going to come out, it's going to come out of the blue. 8 days is maximum, so it's quite quick message, quick dynamic, things picking back up, pushing it forward. However, there's always like a push and then like a standstill. So it's like a week with like a lot of communication, and then boom, it's like silent or retreat or cut off, and then it's like slowly rebuilding. It's as if this connection or this situation has so much energy to it, so much like strength, like strong dynamics to it, that one of you or both of you needs to kind of like withdraw sometimes in order to keep themselves grounded. Yeah, 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. This person has a lot of stress internally that they're battling. They have a lot of responsibilities. I don't feel like this has to do necessarily with you. However, they do feel the need to sometimes like reject your offers because they're dealing with something internal. They don't feel like they are ready to get out there or to date you or to see you. And this may feel like a rejection to you. However, it's not a rejection. Okay, it's them knowing that they can't be their higher self right now, or their best self, or their happiest self. So you know that feeling when you just feel down and there is something that's like, I don't want to deal with it, but I have to, but I don't feel good, I'm stressed or I'm worried. And you can just be like putting on the mask and act like nothing is wrong. So this is someone that really wants to show you that they want to be the best version of themselves when they are with you. So if they are not with you, it's because they are dealing with some sort of stress and heaviness. I'm also hearing like papers. For some, it could be tax papers, or I'm hearing like visa papers. That could be also very stressful around this time, especially if there is some sort of vacation, or not vacation, but some sort of trip or move that is required for this individual. So it's stressing them out. A lot of paperwork is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's stressing them out completely. Okay, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. They may even hear like some really bad news about some paperwork that didn't really fall through, or during the Mercury retrograde, the application never got received, and it's like it's breaking their heart to tell you like, hey, this didn't happen, or it like I can't come, or I messed up some sort of paperwork. I'm really getting some sort of paperwork. This was just a setback when it comes to this connection. You both will be reunited, okay? Eventually, yes. However, I feel like for some of you, that Mercury retrograde, you're gonna see the results of like some sort of miscommunication that happened. Yeah. Eventually, the breakthrough is here. Okay, the truth will be revealed, or in this case, like the document will be signed, it will be received, it will be right on time, but it just will cause one of you or both of you some sort of responsibility, right? Or not responsibility, but like some extra work. But it is going to come. Okay, whatever you've been waiting for, expecting, it is going to come. Self-sabotage. First, you need to believe that you are worthy. And commitment, yeah. So around this time, due to all this miscommunication and mistravels, or some type of like heaviness that this Mercury retrograde brought in the month of August, it may have made you feel like, hey, this is never going to work. This person is being cold and detached, without you really knowing that they're actually dealing with something that's quite heavy for them. Whether you have to do anything with this or not, it doesn't matter. But it does feel like if you would release that self-sabotaging mindset, the higher commitment is here. Okay, adjustments are required, and don't back down. Stand up for what you believe. So in this case, stand up for love, stand up for your person, be there for them, and just be a little bit more understanding and compassionate is what I'm getting here. They don't have anyone else. That's what I feel like saying. Like, they don't have anyone else. Right, let's see what is going on for Aquarius. What you don't see coming, Aquarius. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. The Devil. Someone being obsessed with you. There could be some sort of conflict here. Someone may be very materialized around this time with that Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Yeah, someone is emotionally clinging on to you. For some of you, someone drives you really crazy here. The Eight of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Wow, the King and the Queen of Cups in your reading? Man. The Strength card. The Judgment. Two more. The Nine of Wands. and the Fool. I like this. I like this. I like actually all the cards. It just starts off on a bad note. So the Devil is just like starting off on a little bit of a bad note. But any other than that, I see two grown-up individuals, very emotionally mature and willing to work things through. It's like them both facing a period of their life where they know that they need to put in more work to save this relationship or to work together on a new milestone. Maybe working together, okay, like partnering up in order to work together, maybe to purchase a house, maybe putting like extra money or extra savings in order to uh, purchase a house, like something like that. Like there is like this definitely like a need to put in the work in order to either engage or live together or get married. Like there is absolutely a higher commitment here that I am seeing. But the Devil could be indicating that the feminine here could be sometimes a little bit overly obsessed with getting this done. Like it needs to be now and not later. And maybe this is a message saying, like with the Strength card, like try to protect your urges and don't go into the beast mode when things don't go as quickly as you want. The Strength is all about like inner resourcefulness, inner power and resilience, and holding back on urges that could be toxic, right? The Devil is toxic. And the Judgment is here saying, like, do not give up. Things are going to clear up. Something is going to happen that is going to push the both of you for a new beginning here with that Fool. New start, new beginning, new adventure. Even though it's hard to get there, you both really are going to work towards this higher commitment. Yeah, Nine of Cups. You desperately want something. Like when you want something, you want it now. But the Page of Swords is saying that you might be too focused on what you want. And sometimes the art of detachment or letting go could also be something that is going to bring you what you desire. Okay. In this case, this is a reunion or this is a soulmate connection. Yeah. You love this person way too much. Like the Ace of Cups to the Devil is like so in love that it could be overwhelming for both you and the other person. So it's all coming from a good intention. However, it's overwhelming love. It's like your heart is so deep running that it's overwhelming you. You got the Forgiveness card and the self-sabotage. Yeah, sometimes you may be getting into a phase of self-sabotaging things because you feel fearful about all this love that you are feeling. So it can come out dramatically, erratically. I don't know why that is. Just it comes out in ways that is not healthy sometimes. So needing to forgive yourself and forgive the other person as well if they've done something that could be causing this. So it could be also them, like both of you. Okay, but overall, I feel like the more that you surrender, the more things will flow. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is also like a good flow of energy and working consistently. Okay, you're putting in the work and that's going to be paying out. Be strong. Exactly. That's the Strength card. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So be strong in your feelings and emotions and how you express them, and make sure that it's not like leaning too much to codependency or emotional overgiving or emotional codependency. Okay, these are the things that you really need to be mindful of. Yeah, this is a time for healing. So emotionally, there's something that you need to heal from your past around this time. And that's what's coming towards you. Aquarius, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Hello, Pisces. What's up? Welcome back. So, thank you so much for tuning in with me. We're going to see what you don't see coming. Oof. All right. This is starting quite interesting. My God. Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Five of Swords. Someone that's been holding back a lot of sorry. I just got lost with the message that just came through. I'm so sorry. But yeah, someone that's been holding back on communicating because they hold some sort of grudge. That's what I'm actually seeing. You may have been holding back as well, but you know that this person is holding some sort of grudge because the way that they communicate. This could be someone that's quite narcissistic or demanding something from you without giving you anything in exchange. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. This person feels quite played. Okay, this is someone that feels quite played by you, whether that is like a friend or a family member or whomever this is. This is someone that's going to give you like yeah. This is someone that feels quite played by you. Maybe this is someone that feels like you chose another friend over them, or you are putting your priority or focus on other people. This is that type of energy that I'm getting. So this might not be resonating for all of you, but someone feels left out, or someone feels like you are not giving them enough attention as you used to. This is someone in your like really close environment. So could be someone that you're living with, could be even like your mom or your sister, someone that feels like you never call me back, you never text me back, you never have time for me. Why you never have time for me? Like this is someone that gets like completely frustrated and feels like you're playing a number on them and feels like they need to call you out on it. So they are going to call you out on it. Be mindful of that. This comes out of the blue, and it could be indicating them feeling betrayed due to a third party, or feeling played by you choosing to believe a third party, or going and see with a third party. Okay, like this third party does not mean like in love. All right, this just simply means that there are three friends and you choose to only invite that person, and now the other one feels left out and feels betrayed and says like, hey, but I know you longer than that, and why all of a sudden you pick that person? Like there is some sort of anger here. Okay, there is some sort of frustration of how they felt played in some sort of sense. Now, this is someone that's been holding back on their thoughts about it, but they are going to be communicating it. Yeah, karma. It's like they feel like you gave them what they deserve and they are now holding a grudge on it. It's like that's what I'm seeing. But there is going to be a breakthrough, especially if this is like a good friend or a family dynamic. There is going to be a big breakthrough here. What is going to be the outcome here for Pisces? Yeah. Wow. So there is a little bit of jealousy or competition here, like a little bit of competitive energy. And it feels like this person is just being like overly dramatic. Again, this is someone that's just being overly dramatic about things. And maybe they do have their right to do so. But whatever the case is, I see you, Pisces, really stepping up with authority and not allowing things to escalate. Like you're really getting into your very compassionate side, but also in a very controlling manner, really taking back the control to only things that you are responsible of, but you're not taking the responsibility of someone else's jaded feelings. It's like you are only responsible for yourself, and that's the way that you come off in this reading. Is it like, well, that's not my problem, that's your problem, or this is your issue, or this is your jealousy issue, or this is your trauma that you're reflecting on me. So you're really standing your ground, standing like on the defense, but not in a way where you're being overly defensive and like getting into the fight. No, you're being like compassionate, as in like, hey, I can understand that you feel that way, but it was never my intention to begin with. Or I'm only responsible for what I need to do and not responsible for your mistake or your feeling. So you're really sliding through this as like a real freaking emperor. Like, I love that. And Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. You're really taking the responsibility of what you need to do, but you're not taking on their heaviness. So you're very protected. And this maturity that you will show up for this individual, it will bring out the breakthrough here. Okay. Whew. What do you need to release? And your hard work is paying off. Oh, wow. True love. Didn't really pick up on like strong love messages here, but some of you is someone, like maybe this is like a sister or someone like a friend that could be a little bit intimidated by you finding true love, or there is true love coming your way if you haven't already, but someone feels left out because you are maybe spending a lot of time with someone you love. Yeah, wow, true love, and you got the Devil card. Exactly, someone feels obsessed about your love. What the hell is that? Why is this Knight of Swords? Someone does not like this. Someone does not like the depth that you feel for another person as well. And all you need to do is stay grounded and keep on focusing. You have some sabotaging energies that want to pull through here, that want to come through here. But you're really being asked to stay grounded. Yeah, let go of the need to know, control. Someone is trying to control your feelings in regards to love, and Spirit is saying, like, don't do that. Don't accept that. Yeah, Six of Cups. This is someone from your past that you're going to have like some sort of reconciliation with. This is someone that might be traveling towards you, or you might be traveling towards them. Six of Cups. There's a lot of nostalgia, but there's also a lot of toxicity. The Devil coming out 3 times now in your reading. No, 2 times. So the past or someone from your past. 3 of Swords. The World and the 9 of Wands. It feels like you and this person have lost a lot here. Like lost a lot due to third parties interference or toxicity or sabotaging energy. And this has led you, both of you, to be very defensive and very protective over yourself. However, I do see that this cycle of pain and disruption is coming to an end. However, there are also a lot of losses or disappointments coming with that. So a lot of karmic energies are being played out right now. And I feel like this is something that kept on coming. Like, I believe the last reading that I did for Pisces was also all about like the girl with the snake. And now the girl with the snake is coming through here with this Queen of Swords. I remember it very closely and very, very vividly. And again, here we have someone that is like in a very toxic way trying to disrupt the balance and the harmony within your connection. And this is karma or karmically played out. And it looks like to me that you are going to regain your power. However, you may feel like the losses that you both have gone through are quite big, okay? But this is going to be a breakthrough. It's like finally releasing that toxic ex, or finally releasing that sabotaging energy, or whatever this may have been on your path. You're finally releasing it. Yeah, Temperance card. The Temperance is all about like learning from the past and like making shifts and changes, tempering the energy, bringing things back into alchemy, using the past as a learning phase rather than something to regret. Yeah. You got the Ace of Wands and the Sun card and the Ace of Swords. So new beginnings are on the horizon. Just do not give up. Push things through. Okay. The Nine of Wands is really that energy of like pushing things through and to not give up, because what you're going to have is like a beautiful, beautiful start with a lot of happiness and very honest and authentic, deep, strong soul connection. Okay. I like it. I like it, but this is hard work. Absolutely. Your hard work is paying off, but it has been very hard work. But something that is no longer in alignment is being released, either from your end or their end. Wow, that was deep again. Very strong reading. Let me know how this resonates. I'm really, really curious to know how you guys are resonating with this reading, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Thank you, Pisces. And make sure to like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And I see you guys in the next one. Take care.